Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everyone has had a fantastic month. I don't know. It's been a while. Hi, everybody. Uh, I'm still not feeling great. I'm feeling okay, but I'm not feeling great. I'm not back to 100%. Not even close. But we're gonna give it a go for a little bit and see how it goes. Eve, thank you so much for 58 months. That's ew. Yeah. All right. Scuzzy, thank you so much for 25 months. Let's start with some Spaceman Bob. Saving the world is a lot easier when you ain't worried about the bills. Batman's just a nepo baby who won't kill. So the plan for today is to hit 2 hours and then rest. We'll see if I get there. We'll see if my voice gets there. We'll see if I can get there. I'm feeling like I don't have a fever anymore. Nepotism. See. That's showing favor to family members. So I'm hoping for 2 hours today. We'll see where we get to. I don't have a fever anymore. I'm not like achy anymore, but I'm still foggy, like that COVID brain. This has been, I know I've been 100% diagnosed with COVID twice. The last time that I got it, I found out that that's what it was after the fact. And then I'm pretty sure I had it one other time early in COVID where I didn't realize that's what it was. Like real early. So this is like my fourth go round. And this has been the worst one by miles. Like fever and then a couple days of like slowly feeling better and then spike of fever again and kind of like reset. So we'll see how it goes. My energy levels are just abysmal. So like I was out of breath walking Penny this morning, which isn't fun at all. So I'm going to take it easy and slowly work my way back in. So my target is 2 hours today, and then we'll build up over the course of the week. Like I'm still kind of a mess. I had like heat spots all over me. Like I still have one under my eye. So we'll see how today goes. It's fun. It's been a fun week. And I realized today is the last day of June. And this is day 4 of the summer of Stardew. So it's been a month, man. It's been a month. So we're gonna get back into our Stardew Valley run. You can do !mods if you want to see what mods we're running. I don't remember any of them. So yeah, tomorrow's July. What were we doing again? I have no idea. I don't know what season it was. I don't know what day it is we're still in year 1, right? I know we have a whole bunch we've officially technically met everyone we were supposed to meet, but we haven't actually really gone to Ridgedale, Tinbergville side land, or the other one. We haven't really spent any time over there, so maybe we'll wander around and do that. I'm definitely not going to do anything other than like maybe some fishing and like just chatting with people, you know? We're going to take it real easy today. Surprised if anyone remembers? Yeah. Valk, what's going on? I am also planning to do an after-hours stream tomorrow. We're fully into summer. There's not a lot going on each day. So I am planning on doing probably again a short after-hours stream tomorrow. Probably working on a little bit of Satisfactory or something. We'll see. I got a couple other games that I picked up so far during the Steam sale that we might jump into a little bit. Like Fights in Tight Spaces, Nights in Tight Spaces. I picked up a really neat puzzle game this morning that I'm going to try out that looks really cool. Would not be a fun stream experience, but Perseet, 80 months. Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. That's a long time. It's a long time. That's a long time. All right. So let's get Stardew fired up and see how it goes. It's gonna take a minute to start. Smappy's not exactly snappy, you know. That's the most of the games that you want are not on sale. The ones that I have on my wish list that popped up that were on sale are on like 10% off. And that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Resetter for $2, you know? Game like that's the kind of deal I'm looking for. I picked up a couple that were like fights in tight spaces and nights in tight spaces, which I've had my eye on for a while, had a bundle deal that was like $15 for both games. So like yeah. Oberdin's not on sale. Honestly, full price for Oberdin is worth it. Disco's 90% off. Disco's incredible. Alright. Let's get this going if I remember how this works. There we go. Oberdin deserves the full price, yeah. I agree. I agree. I'm trying to see what else. I think I remember everything I picked up. Uh-oh. Why do I have a Windows thinking thing? That's never a good sign. None of the mods needed to be updated. Cool. Stardew has stopped responding. Yeah, I don't want Windows to try and fix the problem, thanks. Well, while I'm on desktop... let me look real quick at my wish list and see. The ones that I was hoping would be real cheap. Oh, the Cyberpunk DLC. I still haven't played Cyberpunk. But the Cyberpunk DLC I was hoping for like under $15. It's only 30% off. There was another one that I was hoping was going to be real cheap, but it's not. I don't remember. It came up and I was like, oh, that's on sale, but not what I was thinking. I don't remember what it was. I don't see it. Maybe I pulled it off my wish list because I got irritated. That happens a lot too. Smappy is still trying to close, by the way, if you're curious. RimWorld's on sale for like 20% off, which is the equivalent of 90% off for most games. Yeah. This is the puzzle game I picked up. If anybody's interested, it's based on quantum computing, which won't be in many people's wheelhouses. But it looks really, it's still in early access, but it's on sale for like $12. So I'm gonna give that one a go today because that looked really good. The other one that I highly recommend everybody grab is Reciteer, which is this guy. It is $2. It is the precursor to the Moonlighter style games. It gave birth kind of to that genre that I'm gonna go, you know, kill stuff in a dungeon and then sell stuff in my shop. This is the one that really kind of established the genre. So if you want an old, it is old, but I understand it's not particularly janky. But it is older. It's not going to be, you know, cutting edge or anything. But it did give birth to a really fun genre. Okay, good morning. Vertical for now. See how long it lasts. Alright. Stardew's finally restarting. Smappy's on the struggle bus. I got no red stuff in Smappy. Everything looks good. Hopefully it was just a hiccup. One of the cursed mods, probably? I mean, probably. Maybe. Possibly. Touch nothing. Maybe Smappy's been a bit sick too. Sandman, Zeno, good morning, guys. I hope you're both doing well. If you're just coming in, my goal for today is like 2 hours. And then, probably go sleep. Hey! Alright. Oh, it's like the end of spring. Okay. Saturday. That's the time you should be going to bed, yeah. Oh! Hello, Demetrius. We're gonna do Mushroom Cave, right? Right? Okay. I don't remember anything. It's gonna take me the entire stream to remember what I was doing. If you're curious. 2 days, 2 days. Yeah, so I'm not gonna get anything out of this stuff. So that's it. I don't need to water that stuff. Okay. Let's go check out. Do we get the... Do we get something with the... With the mushroom cave? Oh yeah, we get a... Dehydrator. Alright, so what we gotta do is... we gotta make a chest. We got the dino egg fishing on like day 3 or something, if I remember correctly. Pretty early on. I remember being smug, so... I think gravel path. I know, I'm not really ever smug, so that definitely could be a lie. Alright, so I need that, that, that. I need one more. 2 more. Then we put you down. No wait. You down. Right there. You down. Right in front. That should connect. Okay, yeah. Because we set up in Automate, you can identify different types of pathways as connectors. So I use gravel path because you're never going to use gravel path for anything that looks good ever. So, alright. This is... mushrooms. Okay. So, that means... we'll start gathering some mushrooms. and dehydrating them as they process. That and that. The other thing I can do is dehydrate some fruit if I want. It's 5. Dehydrated strawberries sell dried. 25 gold? What do strawberries sell for? Wow. Do not dehydrate strawberries. Never mind. Okay. Shipping bin. No. Let's keep the apricot. Alright. That's all set up. So that'll run on its own. Once I get a tiny shipping bin, we can set up automated shipping on it. I have my fishing pole. Maybe I should go fish. So at the order which you want the chest to be in that list? Yeah, you can manipulate it. I generally just leave it and bumble my way through because I'm me. Let's do ocean fishing. Or you know what? Let's go fish in the mines. That's not. That's the one. Gotta catch some of these. If we get an ice pip, we can save it for a fish pond. I probably shouldn't try to catch them with a bamboo rod. Now that I think about it. That seems like a terrible idea. Oh, I do also need... Do I need white algae? No. Did I already do that bundle? Didn't I have like an herbalist bundle? Hang on. I gotta refresh. Brewer's bundle. Yeah, that's gonna take forever. Garden bundle. Rare crops. Wild medicine, that's what we need. Fiddlehead ferns, purple mushroom, and hops. Oh, I already turned it in. That's why. Okay. Alright. No, let's go fish in the... There's 0% chance I'm going to catch an ice pip with this fishing pole, so... We'll just go to the mountain lake and fish there. Zunder, thank you for 39 months, bud. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the tier 2. Imagine fishing in Stardew Valley, right? It's a completely bizarre and unique experience. I figured I'd try it just this once. I hope you had a good weekend, bud. Do I have the recipe for bee houses yet? Wait. I do. I don't have maple syrup, okay. Feeling a little more human, yeah. Functional-ish. I still have, like, horrendous brain fog. And I'm gonna be exhausted very soon. I had to have a lay down after taking Penny for a walk this morning, so that always bodes well. Feel like you haven't slept in the new apartment and it's been 2 weeks? It takes me forever to get comfortable in a new place. When we first moved into our last house, we went from a one bedroom condo into that house, and I had never slept more than like 3 feet from my kids, you know, and they were 2 and 3 when we moved into that house. So when we first moved in and they went into their own rooms, I ended up sleeping on a couch in the hallway, like just outside their rooms, for the first like 2 months. Yeah, I have a cap at 2 hours under. That's my target. If I get to 2 hours, I'll feel okay, and then we'll build up from there. It hits the mitochondria of the cell? Oh. The mitochondria is the workhorse. Did melatonin, AC down low, fan on last night to try and get some sleep. Jake, what's going on? This is, I was saying before, this is day 4 of the summer of Stardew, and it's the last day of June. It's not going well. Thankfully, I'm not trying to 100% it. So that would not be a good start. Based on current player feedback, looks like you'll be running 5e again. I mean, it's difficult to get people to try new systems. One of the things, I talked about this, I actually posted about this on Blue Sky. There are so many tabletop RPG systems out there. And the issue is getting people to try them, because they know what they know and they're comfortable with what they know. And that's where actual plays can really help. And to me, in 2025, if you release a tabletop RPG system and you don't have an example actual play released along with it, you're doing it wrong. Like, you're doing it wrong. Daggerheart does look good. They did not have it when I went to Barnes & Noble with my daughter, unfortunately. Jake, thank you so much for the biddies. I really appreciate it. Let's not 100% it. Yeah. Looks like you're the only one. I think it's just people not understanding the system. Daggerheart will probably end up being one of the easier ones to get people to try, simply because Critical Role will have so much content that they can consume and see how it's run and see how they play, you know. I've talked about it before. I really want to do a tabletop RPG show, a campaign where every single session is in a different system. Basically make it like the old TV show Sliders, if you've ever seen that, where you're going to parallel universes. So you have the same character, and every week you go into a new dimension, and it's the same character, but you have to adapt it to the new system, and each week is a different system. Like, basically a series of one-shots. Going to Gen Con, you're going to play so many TTRPGs? That's awesome, Juniper. They'll pick the familiar out of sense of comfort, yeah. Yeah, 100% Bishop. Because, like, different systems are going to be just like different movies, different books. You know, everybody is going to engage with the system in a different way. Like, their brain is going to engage with the system in a different way. So you can't say, like, oh, this system, everyone will love this system. It's not accurate. Some people will like it. Some people will bounce off of it. Like, I'm tired of 5th edition. I'm tired of running 5th edition. I'm tired of playing 5th edition. It's good. I just want to play something that I engage with more. something like Pathfinder, something like, any of those other systems. But it comes down to player comfort. There are some people that are not going to enjoy playing Pathfinder. They're not going to enjoy playing Dagger Hut. They're not going to enjoy playing Knives in the Dark. Pat, what's going on? Yeah, I think if we did a series of one-shots, Scuzzy, where every session was a different system, if you started with something like the Fate system or something like Smallville, something that is based around those systems where character creation is so interesting and cool and gives you such a solid foundation to convert those characters across systems, and then I think it would be really fun to then revisit a system previously after they've gone through a dozen others, and I wonder if it would feel like putting something into Google Translate, sending it through 6 different languages, and then back to the original, and see how it changed. I think it could be very, very interesting. Yeah, Valk, that's totally fair. That's actually one of the reasons why 5th edition is so incredibly popular. It's the most approachable edition of D&D ever. It stripped away a lot, particularly from 4E and definitely from 3.5. It stripped away a lot of the idiosyncrasies and like crunchiness and just simplified everything, which made it a lot more approachable, which is great for getting people into the hobby. I've said before, I introduced more people to tabletop RPGs through 5th edition than every other tabletop RPG or edition combined times 3. Like, it's a really good gateway system. There are better gateway systems, but it's the brand name, the known one, and you can kind of get people over the line with that. And because it's simplicity, people don't bounce off it as hard as they used to. So it's great for that. But it needs to be like, now that you've done that, why don't you try this? Like, kind of thing. Wild West with rudimentary mechs and giant animals? Sounds great. Like, I got my PDFs for Infinite Revolution, which was one I backed a couple years ago, which is basically dogfighting mechs at light speed in space. It's really interesting. Yeah, a transition, kind of a transition guide, right? The problem is you run into, like, obviously Wizards always is Wizards. So you run into a lot of problems with sourcing their content. And I think if you published a transition guide to leave their product, they would probably come after you. Going to older systems always seems to put a lot of players off. Yes. The hobby has changed drastically in the last 10 years. Really the last 15 years. The last 10 years has been the most dynamic change ever. And the issue with a lot of the older systems is that there's a foundational element of knowledge that exists for players who played at that time that is not prevalent now, that players who have played other systems coming into it, some players who have played newer systems going back to the older systems, just don't have that foundational knowledge to build on, and it just leaves them kind of like treading water and confused. If you made a transition guide, yeah, here's how to not ever play Wizards of the Coast products ever again. Tia, how's it going? Welcome in. They probably won't sue initially, Valk. They'll send the Pinkertons to your door to threaten you physically. And I'm not even joking. Not even a little bit. I am, Zara. I'm already running out of steam. It's been half an hour. My hope is to make it to 2 hours before I crash, but we'll see. It's crazy. Remember the Pinkertons? You know, the bad guys from from video games? Zara, thank you for 50 months. That's a long time. Thank you, thank you. They're one of the enemy factions? And the railroads? Nice. They really just wanted their magic card that they accidentally sent. They made the mistake, so let's physically intimidate someone at their home with private militia. Normal thing to do. Nice, Sarah. Fishy fishy. Hopefully. Did I get my... I did upgrade both of those. Okay. So my next buy is gonna be the iridium rod. Do I need any of these? Alright. Sells for 500? Alright. Sure. Smelter. There's a group that does speed DMing to find a group in your city, but getting into those events is so hard, you have to sign up within like an hour of it posting. Little scared of what the party's making. I'm always excited. Because that's going to dictate, like, how I run the campaign. You know, I never really lock myself into certain things. I have, like, overarching story beats that'll happen throughout the campaign. But basically it's just a sandbox. So then depending on how they make their characters determines how I'll run it. A bladed scarf? Some form of a mushroom-based witch. Nice. Kind of sounds like a really weird anime. Always gotta assume someone's gonna mess up your plans in the first session. Yep. Wanna play Daggerheart so you could be a little magic frog? There was a campaign I started, like, session 1, I wanted to... They did, like, this little side job, and it was going to intersect with the plans of the BBEG. Just to introduce him, have him make all the players angry, and then he'd leave. You know, way, way too strong for them to fight. And they just would not stop trying to attack him. Like, I made it abundantly clear, like, over and over again, that he can just kill all of them with no issue whatsoever. So then finally I just had to, like, have him cast reverse gravity and walk away. So then a bunch of them were stuck against the ceiling, but one of them flew up into the sky, so then they had to scramble to try and save him for when the spell ended. And the BBEG was finally able to walk away. But they just, like, it would not register with them that if they continued to push, they were all going to die halfway through the first session. She wants to raise undead spiders. Should you be worried? Yeah. Yeah. Into a small animal. They're taking a feat that will make their ability let them change into a low bulk item. Cleric's going to be able to turn into a crowbar. If you're going to TPK, then the first session seems to be the best time. Yeah. Yeah. They were all new. Like, none of them had ever played TTRPGs before. So I was trying to introduce the concept early on of knowing when to fight and knowing when to run away. And it just did not register. Because they figured, like, oh, bad guy in front of us, we fight him. It's like, no. Did you see how he just, like, pointed at one of your characters and they dropped dead? Like, don't stay. You need to go. It's okay to run away. Oh man. Sorry if I miss messages or am slow in responding. My brain is so foggy. I feel like I'm in slow motion. So they had the tug brain face tank everything. Listen, face tanking works, right? Why quick save, quick load is the best feature? Yeah. Uh, 9 p.m. Alright. Maybe I should... Oh, I do have some tappers going. Okay. Let's get a couple of these stumps on the way. Yeah. Bring him back. I wasn't done. Alright. I'm out of energy. It's late. Playing a strength stacking build on PoE for the first time, and I can confirm face tanking works. You're damn right. Caused derangements, which progressively got worse the more you died. One of the things I did, Bishop, is so I made a campaign. This was for a group that was they've played a lot, long time, and they wanted to do a really they wanted to do a very difficult campaign, and they wanted to do a underground resistance style campaign. So I agreed. I said, you're going to die a lot. And they had, I gave them, each character got a trinket that was basically like a, kind of a get out of jail free card. Kind of like quasi-divine intervention. So each character got one and they could expend it once throughout the course of the entire campaign. They could use it. They basically grab it, say what they want to happen, and then they roll a D100 to see how effective it is. It would always get them out of whatever it was, because they could only use it once per campaign. But the overarching effect and how much impact it had on the world is what the roll determined. So they had to use a couple of those for resurrections early on, because it was a very, very difficult setting that I put them into. And one of the things that we agreed on is that death needs to have some form of impact, because 2 of the 7 players were clerics and they could res. The first thing they did was rob a jewelry store so that they had lots of diamonds. So the way that I made death more impactful, and this was in 5th edition, is when they cast resurrection, the goddess of death would pull them all into kind of a dream state, right? No time would actually pass in the real world, but they would be pulled into this foggy expanse, and a revenant version of the person they were trying to resurrect would appear. And they would have to defeat them in order to get them to be resurrected. The revenant being raised as an agent of the Queen of Death. So you had to earn that resurrection. And every time that character got resurrected, that revenant got stronger and stronger and stronger. So that was actually like super fun. And the tank ended up dying, like had to be rezzed, I think like 6 times by the 3rd session. So basically they were level 4 going against a level 12 revenant. Now, like, basically if they wiped in the dream world, they would all wake up, but the character would be gone. No chance at resurrection. Like, not even like true resurrection or anything. Gone. So there was no like, they could be killed in the dream state, but they would all wake up and they would be fine. And they would have, it would basically be like they'd be fresh off a long rest as they went into the dream state. So I let them like repick spells and stuff for what they wanted in the dream state, because it was going to be very difficult. But that was really, really interesting. It would not really work for a newish group, but for an older group, it really gave death some impact. Like, oh my god, we have to res him again. There's no shot we're going to beat that revenant like he's gone. You know, you might get lucky. Who knows? But that was really, really fun. Gator, what's going on? The PC's now a zombie. Matt, what's going on? An omelet. Okay, we have enough money for the Iridium run. Been a lazy morning so far, that's always nice. Nice. Okay. Starting to hate that you moved? Any particular reason, or just... Already gotten sick there more than 5 times than where you were? That's very fair. As someone who is coming off of COVID still, I feel that in my bones. Let's go see the traveling merchant, and then we'll go see Willie. Yeah, this is my worst run with it. I'm just exhausted. Like, I'm exhausted. Ooh, moss? Ooh, moss. Like, perpetually exhausted at this point. 59 months. Flamingo, that is an uncomfortable number. Yeah, I think I was trying to figure it out. I think this is my fourth go round. It's only my second official diagnosis, but I think it's my fourth go round. Rare seed I can wait on. They'll fall. 2 of them were fairly mild. One of them was like a week, but not like this. This is way worse. I'm just exhausted. Yeah, I had a fever. Like, I felt real bad last Monday, but I didn't have a fever. I had body aches and stuff. And then Tuesday, I had a fever like all day. It would not go away. Wednesday, I felt a little better. Thursday, I felt a little better, and I thought I was turning the corner. And I figured maybe like Friday would be like today. I could do a short stream. And I woke up Friday with a fever again. And it was like I reset. So Model Dell's going 5 times. Yeah. I think it's 4. I'm pretty sure I had it like early 2020 before we really knew like fully what it was. Willie's not open yet. Alright, let's start trying to catch some smallmouth bass. It's bad. It's no fun. I'm gonna have to be careful with this one and like take my time, because between the brain fog and just the exhaustion and being short of breath all the time is I'm all set. And what's crazy is like I don't go places where there's people. Like I go to the gym, but I go to the gym when there's not many people there. And I stay away from people. So like this, I'm guessing, is from my daughter's graduation, because there's like 2,500 people in a small area. But like, man. Himby, thank you so much for 52 months. Thank you so much for the tier 2. I am sort of alive. FLCL is going on. Kids really do give you the plague, yeah. Yeah, they do. One social event is all it takes, yeah. Pretty much. Alright, Willie should be open. Let's go get a better run. And then we can catch the fish for this quest. I keep having to take, like, slow down and take a deep breath. Eel bait. Iridium rod. Boom. You away. Okay. And then have some deluxe bait and regular bait. All the pandemic resubs coming in. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, what's funny, Map, is right before I got this, I was reading an article about how typically around this time you'd see the summer surge with wastewater testing, but it's the lowest it's been since the pandemic, like since the pandemic started. There doesn't seem to be a big summer wave, so of course that's when I get it. One. There's two. That's not a small mouth. Oh, maybe. Yeah. It's local municipalities, not federal. So yes, they're still doing it. Go give these to Willie. That'll give us a ticket. I don't remember what the next ticket thing was. Have we turned in a ticket? I don't even remember if we've turned in. Game's done quick in a week? Nice. Records. Thank you so much for 26 months. I really appreciate it, bud. Let's go see what the ticket gets us. Do we get a fruit tree this time or no? Yeah. I mean, I already have... Is that an apricot? Orange sapling. Oh, I don't have orange tree. Okay. When is that? In summer. Beautiful. So we should get an orange if I get this planted today. I don't think I want to wait for the greenhouse. We can always, because you can chop fruit trees down and replant them now. You get a sapling if you chop them down, right? Thank you for the lurk records. Let's put you here. Okay. Oh, I wanted to see if there were fiddlehead ferns in the secret woods. Go do that. There was a way... Wait, where was that? Isn't there a bridge or something to the secret woods down here? There it is. Yeah, one of the things about changing regions map is new your immune system has to adjust. Definitely a possibility. No fiddlehead ferns. I don't know what that green fish is. This is the Secret Woods. It's part of Expanded, I think, or part of the expanded farm that we're using. It might be because of the farm. It also might be because of Stardew Valley Expanded, or Ridgeside, or Eastscarp. Yeah, Quaz, if you down in the video description on YouTube, you can see there's a link there, a bit.ly link, and you can see a spreadsheet with all of the mods that I'm running. So we're doing expanded, Ridgeside, Eastscarp, plus a lot of different quality of life mods as well. It's expanded that changes it. Thank you, Flamingo. There you go. I want to catch that green fish. I don't know if I can. I don't need that. Okay. Let's process you. Oh, you. It's like, how do I get over there? Can I get over there? Maybe not. Yarp, thank you for 13 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Happy Monday. Maybe I can't get over there. I think I tried to get over there before. I can interact with these. Red berries grow here during the summer. Thank you, Perny. Happy Monday. That's your one productive input of the day, Flamingo. Are there fiddleheads down here? Oh yeah, I don't know what to do with this place either. This is like a whole nother farm. Vineyard. I don't know what that's about. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing and ignore everything. Thank you for 14, Parney. I hope you had a good weekend. Oh, no, no. Like I usually do. Start spraying everything with Lysol. I was reminiscing, Matt, with Wifeboat the other day about the pandemic when it first started, and a friend of ours who, when the pandemic first started, she was a germaphobe to begin with, and when the pandemic first started, she went crazy. Like, obviously, everyone was taking precautions, but like, she ordered her groceries in to be delivered, which a lot of people were doing, but then she would leave them on her porch for 24 hours before bringing them in. And then would spray down the bags with Lysol as soon as they arrived, and then leave them on the porch for 24 hours. And then she would bring everything in. Because that's how long the COVID bugs could survive, like in open air, and it was wild. Paint, thank you for 52 months. Yeah, she didn't order anything refrigerated. If she did, she made her husband get it and put it in their fridge in the garage, which they then would decontaminate. It was... I mean... Nobody really knew what was going on, but in hindsight, it was pretty funny. Definitely fit her personality, but... I don't have... Oops. Where is my... Oh, there it is. A spring onion on a... on Wigglers? That's weird. I would laugh, but it's been 5+ years and you still haven't caught it, so good on her. I didn't have plague gremlins. Good morning. Hi. Nice to see you. Welcome to the waking world. I'm finally playing. I can finally sit up without getting, well, super dizzy. Anyway.
Creepy stream because my dad's a little...
Stop laughing. Wow! It was my idea? Okay. Okay, bro. He's good. He's better than me. He didn't get... It didn't hit him anywhere as hard as it hit me. For some reason. Oh, I forgot to claim the quests. Bro. Because I'm old? Alright. It's gonna be a long summer. Between... What is happening here? Mystery boxes can now be found. My mitochondria have already given up. Alright. Day 1 of summer. Let's go. It's only day 4. Yeah. I still can't believe that. I can't believe it's the last day of June and this is only my 4th Stardew stream. Summer of Stardew. Woo! Alright. We gotta set this up so the sprinklers can actually do work, right? Joe just made an effort to become a contributing member of the community, but we can't stop without your help. If you choose to shop at Joja competitors such as Pierre's General Store, you won't have some assurance of quality and consistency. Your farm will be featured in next week's Stardew Valley Tribune. Okay. Alright, so that's a coffee bean. This tree's fully... Oh no, one more day to mature. Okay. So once it's grown in, we can put crops here. No one in town works there and it has no office, right? Played a game for 2 hours last night. First time in your new apartment. Yeah. Moving is the worst fun. I'm glad it's over. Moving is the worst. I hate it. I want to do it one more time. And that's it. Sunrise, thank you for 17 months. This music is just what you needed. I agree. Agree wholeheartedly. Okay. Starfruit. Melon. And we'll go get some more summer crops. Let's put the starfruit right there. Have your stuff still in boxes from your last move 10 years ago? I mean, it's been way too long. It's been way too long that we've been in this apartment. Basically, everything we own is still in storage. And has been. For a long time. Cat, thank you so much. I'm getting there. If you're just coming in, my goal for today is to hit 2 hours and then go rest. Because I'm still exhausted and foggy. So I'm gonna see where I get. If I can get to 2 hours, I'll be happy, and then we'll build up from there. I'll probably do another short stream on After Hours tomorrow. Doing maybe some Satisfactory or something. Or one of the random games that I picked up on sale so far. Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm under strict instructions from Lifeboat. So I have a hard limit. I forgot. He's got his summer tan going, yeah. He finally has butternut squash. He finally has a picture matching his personality. Okay. Tomato. Blueberries we'll get a bunch of. I need a pepper. Radish. We need a poppy. Bangle. We need hops. We'll do 3 hops. Corn. We do sunflower. We do 3 corn. That stays through fall. Alright, what did I not get? Wheat. And then blueberries. Whoa. Lagged out. Oh, Caroline. You love cucumber. We could do that. I need to get the tea leaves from Caroline. Alright, back to the farm. Oh, did I have any jade? I do have jade. Alright. Because the quest we just got, somebody wants jade. Okay. Let's get this stuff planted up here. And then lots of blueberries. Yo, Veal, how's it going? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Okay. Oh, I put those too close together. Oops. Oh well. Alright. Does anybody love... Linus loves blueberry tart. Alright. We can give that to Linus. This we need for summer foraging, so let's go look around for summer forage. A nectarine. There we go, grapes. Okay, that's all we need. Alright, let's go turn those in. Oh, you know what? There should be fiddlehead ferns, too. We could check that real quick before we go. My next thing is going to be getting the pickaxe upgraded. If we can get the pickaxe upgraded, we can get that stuff out of there. What is that? Oh, poison mushrooms. Okay. What? Are those just weird colored green slimes? Alright. No fiddleheads? Oh, we can get these things. Red baneberries. Alright. I don't know what those are. Are fiddlehead ferns in the fall then? Whoa, wait, what is this? Oh, the shrine. Okay. Why is it a maze? has to kick to take him down. Delightful snack for birds, but not for humans. Okay. Sure. Sure. Let's go ahead and sell those. I'll sell that. Hang on to you. Okay. And let's go put this stuff in the community center. Fiddlehead Ferns are summer. Okay. Pierogi, how's it going? Thank you so much. If I had a plant, I would name it Ferny. Oh, there's Linus. Linus! Got a blueberry cobbler for you. There you go, buddy. You're welcome. Yeah, the worst thing map is I can't take decongestants. Like I'm not allowed to. Doctor's orders. They do uncomfortable things to my cardiovascular system. So I can't do anything about being stuffy and stuff, so this just murders me when it happens. Me. It causes a uncomfortable reaction with my blood pressure, and to quote my daughter just now, makes me look like Cedric Diggory when he dies in Harry Potter when I'm laying on the sidewalk in front of the doctor's office. So, that's my boy! I had to take my kids had the flu too, Pat, and I had to take them to the doctor. So I had to take some so that I could be upright and moving. And I figured I'd be alright for that short amount of time. I was not. And my doctor was very upset with me because he gave me explicit instructions to never take those again. Anyway, here we are. I can do stuff like Flonase, like not decongestant nasal sprays, but allergy nasal sprays and stuff are fine. I just can't take any form of cold medicine that has any type of decongestant in it. Super fun. I recommend it. That means anything that's like cold and flu, can't touch it. Can't take it. Yeah, NyQuil, can't take it. Can't take any of that stuff. It's fun. No. You know, I never thought of that, Paint. Why do you think I used to drink? My old response would just be to drown myself in hot toddies. So. Yeah, Briar. That's very helpful. We have like Vicks helps, and then there's Vicks makes shower steamers, like the little pucks you put in the shower, and those are menthol, and boy, they're strong. Now I drown myself in books instead. I posted on Blue Sky. I pulled up my reading stats for the month, and on Blue Sky, you can literally see what days I had fevers. Storygraph, like logging my reading on Storygraph, you can literally see what days I had fever. It's hilarious. It's the medical technology that we all need. Yeah. What summer fish do I need? Hold up. Fish tank, river fish. Oh, I need rain. Right? Wait. Oh, it's a fall. Tiger trout is fall. Oh. Walleye is rain. Right? Yeah. And also fall. Oh, okay. Tuna is summer. So we can try to catch a tuna. A summer tuna. Oops. Lake fish. Sturgeon is summer? Yeah. Right? Fishing. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Fox that was holding baby wipes isn't doing what she wants. Oh, children. Speaking of children. Wait, what? The sea monster? Okay. I have seen the sea monster before, though. To be fair. Who are you? Isabel. There is a sea monster. Every now and then, like right by the dock, you see a little green head poke up. let's grab some tuna. Slip the disc. Ew. I'm sorry, bud. That's brutal. It skedaddles away from you, yeah. I love a good skedaddle. Who doesn't, right? Can you go back to being 14 again so you don't have to adult? I don't know. I find 14-year-olds to be massively annoying. Hmm? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Henry, what's going on? They feel the same about 40-something-year-olds, but for sure. My son said something the other day. It's like, somebody did something. He's like, well, he's super old. And the person they were talking about was like 45. I was like, bro. Bro. Parents, you're worried you wouldn't grow up and be social. 45 at 13 was super old. Look at me now. I'm a shut-in with kids. I don't think I can catch tuna now. They're gone. Forever. You can still give them up for adoption, yeah. It's not too late. They got those little boxes outside the fire station. Don't do that. That's a joke. Kugnar, how's it going? Okay. It is unfortunate they kind of worm their way into your heart. The older ones probably won't fit. That's true. I tried with my daughter last week, and everybody was giving me weird looks. And I was just trying, you know. Mystery box. I have a heart? Do I? Like hookworm, yeah. They grow on you like a tapeworm. Slowly consuming more and more. Leaving you feeling empty and unfulfilled. I mean, I love my kids. What are you talking about? Alright. Welcome back. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn in. Day 1 of summer is done. Our crops are planted. We made some money. I'll probably go get a couple more blueberry seeds.
Creepy stream because my dad's a little.
Wow. Yeah. Day 2 of summer, year 1. However, I'm gonna call it there. I am so tired. I am out of energy completely. So, apologies for the short stream. I wanted to get to 2 hours, but I'm not going to make it. I'm going to go lay down and rest up. Planning on a after hours stream tomorrow. Again, probably like an hour, maybe 2. On the other channel, we'll probably do a little Satisfactory or something, probably with no cam. And I'll just vibe out. So if you're interested in that, twitch.tv/tug after hours. That's I'd say like 80% chance of that happening tomorrow. And then we'll have more Stardew on Wednesday. Hopefully we'll have a longer stream as I'll be feeling much better. Because I can't take this anymore. So, Mags, thank you for 65 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the tier 3. So, have a fantastic rest of your Monday, everybody. I will see you all Wednesday morning for day 5 of the summer of Stardew. And have a fantastic rest of your June. I'll see you all in July. I can word. I don't like this. Verg, thank you for 10 months, but I really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday, everybody. I will see you bright and early either tomorrow or Wednesday morning for more Stardew Valley. So until then, as always, as ever, remember, be good to each other. Bye, everybody. Where's my button?